Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. I'm Vikova, you can call me V, and today I'm going to be playing some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. We're still in episode, is it 3? We're trying to get our client declared innocent of the murder of the actor Jack Hammer. We're researching up to day 3 of the trial. We've already proven that our client could not have committed the murder. But for some reason, we also have to prove who the killer is, because Edgeworth can't do his job. That's just how it goes. Hello and welcome to Moonglow and Evil Tack and Clyde hello. Clyde says you're keeping me company today while I tape together a print-at-home sewing pattern. Oh, fun! Cool! I love to think of people doing, like, fun things while I'm streaming. I feel sad for how many people are, like, working while I'm streaming. Doing well, thank you so much for asking. In preparation for the stream, I cuddled Ren, like I cradled her against my chest for half an hour before the start of the stream. So she is now temporarily willing to lie on her desk bed next to me instead of literally in my arms. So hopefully I'll be able to get things done relatively uninterrupted for a while. Des says our cat is sitting in front of us demanding cuddles. You understand. You completely understand, I'm sure. Let's see. Yes. This is the one. Oh, hello, Sasha. Did I miss saying your name earlier? Hello, Sasha. I'm glad you're doing well as well. Let's load this. All right. We're back in. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Maya? So what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick! Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. Oh, sorry. Well, we've no time to waste. Alright, let's talk. Cat cuddles are important and must be fulfilled, says Des. Absolutely, yep. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh. Which means the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is. What? Was Maya always this excitable? Let's give us a nice little recap. Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia is here. So no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP. Powers, right. Maya just gives up her whole body to her dead sister. It just doesn't seem great to me. Like, why? Let's go. I mean, that's what we do regularly. But Mia died. I don't know. Guess as I'm literally a ghost, so? Oh, well. Then this is clearly just something I just don't have personal experience of and then can't understand. If it makes sense to you. Let's see. Move. we'll talk to WP, so we'll go to the detention center first. Although he shouldn't be being detained anymore, because it's been proven it couldn't have been him, and when they proved it couldn't be, Old Bag, they just let her go. But I guess he's still here. Hi, Coral, welcome! Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yes. Though there's not really anything I can do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at the Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. You should definitely tell me the rumors. Oh, Rin's here! Hi, Rin! Rin says the court system in this is entirely fucked. It truly is. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manella? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Sal Manella. Sure. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh. Yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Ms. Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago? Okay. Interesting. Let's move. Coral says, the pre-streaming days when straight-to-video was not only an actual thing, but actually pejorative. Yes. It is of a time, this game. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? I think our guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Woo! She's alive! Oh, Ren is doing floppies! Oh, floppies are so cute! I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Can I ask you about Sal Manella, the director? Sal, he's soft, pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. About Mr. Hammer. Ah! I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Okay. Miss Oldbag, what do you think of this? Think? I'm not in the mood for thinking, thank you very much. Okay, she's gonna do this. Yeah, okay. Let's move on. We'll go employee area. No, we'll go to the employee area first. We'll go everywhere and see if there's people to talk to. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any other clues lying around. Oh. No, no, no. No touching! Eek! Oh, cutscene? Oh, kinda. Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack. I guess I could be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique indeed. Ahem. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. Alright, well... Oh, I don't have them anymore. Okay. Where to go next hints are available throughout. Thank you. Gumshoe's doing his actual job? It appears so. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills, see? If there's traces, it'll change color. Wow, neat! Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color alright. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Oh, sorry. I've done the wrong place for that. That's fine. We already knew this. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? He's already been proven innocent! Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. How is Edgeworth doing, anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control! He was in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal! Wow, the fury of Edgeworth! Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups? Bottles? Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Alright. Do I have anything to show you? You just gave me these. Okay. No, okay. Let's go in the dressing room. We're just gonna go everywhere. Oh! Hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent! Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai. What? No! I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh. I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too! What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah. Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. The film set? Is that trailer part of this film set, then? What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No! No! Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. Take that! And this is... a fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay. But what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on... And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer? And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Thanks, we'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Alright. Alright, Oldbag. What, you're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer! She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance? Nope. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nichols! Nichols? Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols, that assistant we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers! Dredging of dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Yeah, I do have that proof. I'm sorry, Miss Oldback, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Yeah. Take that! Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills. With Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Take that! Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so? This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. Oh, I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldback? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldback. You're right. 5 years ago there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. Photograph? Wait a second. This is the picture. Oh, that's the Ben spoke. Is this the trailer in the studio too? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. It's kind of weird that you don't feel like talking about it, but you've given it to me, but... Poor old Hammer. He was a big star. The biggest. That accident 5 years ago is what did him in. He wanted to hide it. He didn't want anyone to know. Poor silly old Hammer. If he had just come out and confessed, then Vasquez wouldn't have gotten her claws into him. Okay. Cool. Tax is this game is an ode to nominative determinism. I don't think I'm familiar with nominative determinism. Please let me know. Let's see. Alright. I can't get to Studio 1. I'll have to go to Studio 2. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2. Right. Why? I wonder if someone called him? Like the director or the producer? When your name determines your career, e.g. a guy named Gumshoe becomes like Oh, okay, I am familiar with that. I was thinking it sounded familiar. And obviously you can... I should have been able to work that out. Nominative determinism. Yes. It massively is. Yes. And that's why salmonella is such a piece of garbage. Hey, Nick. It's Miss Vasquez. Hello. Hello? Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shush. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh, dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it! She's the killer! My Fae blood speaks to me! I know it! I know it! Oh dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manella? If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer? By yourselves? Oh dear. Let's see... I think she'll respond to this. She won't look! Where? What? Where did you get that? Well... Old bag. Old? She means security lady. Ms. Oldbag, Nick. Right, anyway. Ms. Vasquez. Miss Vasquez. You hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. She gonna try and kill us? Nick, she went inside the trailer. Alright, let's see. On closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set. There's some flowers here. Wow, so pretty! They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. I mean, we know it is. These look like materials for making a movie set. They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard. Okay, this is all stuff we've already done, which is annoying. This is where Salmonella and D. Vasquez ate. There's nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too! Something wrong? I don't know, I'm getting this funny feeling. Something about this just feels odd, you know? Can't say that I do. An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. Okay. Let's just go inside. Aldrich, hello! You have good news? What's your good news? You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change. Eldritch says, my good news is I feel a lot less stressed than when I normally show up here. Oh, that is good news. Although, I'm assuming not much more rested. But I'm glad to hear it. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident. Still stressed, but yes. Hey, less stressed is still good. You used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star! Oh. I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause! You pressured him! And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident! Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me, now. What? This is valuable evidence! Boys! Where were they hiding in this trailer? Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want the photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about that at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! Hold it right there! I had everything, pal. You're literally one cop. D. Vasquez. You're coming down to the precinct with me, now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. None of the guys that were gonna kill us are going to the precinct? Well, good job, Gumshoe. You know what? I shouldn't be nitpicking. Gumshoe did good. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry, I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you! I was really scared! Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just... I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. He's literally never helped anyone until now. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. Alright, we're into the trial. I'll save my progress. Back to court, no hints needed. Yeah. Oh, wait, I already did that. Hang on. In we go. Do you ever notice that we're standing on opposite sides to how the animations have them standing? Why is that? Is it like from the judge's perspective when it's the close-ups? It's so weird. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Well, we're kind of on the same side this time, Edgeworth. I hope you understand that. That's exactly what the perspective thing is. Oh, okay. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. Hehe. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Oof. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick! I know she did it! Make her pay! Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Pretty sure she's wearing a dress, actually, but... I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hannah's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. Alright, there's a lot of holes in that, because she couldn't get to Studio 1. I have a question about one part of your testimony. The judge is paying attention! Just as I want her dressed, she does look very cool. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. Okay, the van is actually relevant. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over. Okay. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it! I entered the trailer, a little before noon. I'm gonna press like crazy. I'm gonna press so much. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Edgeworth, come on! Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. Ooh. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. Let's present. How did you go to Studio 1? No, this is gonna be nothing. The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. I'm sorry, but I can see nothing faulty. Okay, I've been penalized. Great. Great, love that. Just keep pressing. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4, and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Why were you fatigued? Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? No, we already know this! It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, right. Man, that van probably had, like, blood in it, but oh well. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Hang on, I gotta go back. I'll press on this. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak. Well, Nick, find anything? I kind of wish she'd said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. Do I have proof about the steak? I have the sleeping pill fingerprints. I have... I don't think I have proof that she didn't... I don't know what to do with any of this, really. Oh, Ren is twitching in her sleep. How cute. Good girl. I've pressed on everything. You didn't get it 12 sharp, it is 4. I'm not on the right track if I say, how did you get there between... I feel like the game is inconsistent. A whole plot point in the last 2 trials was that the head blocked the path, so no one could have gotten from Studio 2 to Studio 1. And now it's like, not only did I go there, and I don't know why you're even questioning me, but we drove a car there! Like... ah. I'd love a hint test. I don't think I have anything that does any proof about her not eating. Check on his fingerprints. There's a detail about the Studio 2 scene that you didn't quite pick up on at the time. The previous testimony that the head was cleared at 4.
Good night, Eldritch. There was a plate without any bones on it. That is strange. I don't have evidence of that. This is the employee area plate. I don't have evidence of that. Oh, and maybe I'm supposed to do it again. Nope, it's the same thing as before. No. The plate you do have has bones on it? It's... Okay. Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you, it was a T-bone steak. Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat the steak? But then where did they get the goo on the plates? You didn't eat any steak on your break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. Oh. Okay. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order? Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. What weapon? Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? Objection! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. I don't... If you're going through the effort of trying to make it look like you ate your steak, I don't know why you'd throw the whole... It's all very strange. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes? I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? Let's do a save, because we're being a little rough right now. I mean, I think she could. Didn't Oldback carry it? They made a big deal about how heavy it was. Did Sal do it? Did she make Sal do I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Yeah. You see, However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? Yeah, that makes much more sense. It was broken anyway. Oh, sorry. Hiccup. What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Well, is it because of the broken shaft? Because we haven't done anything with that yet. Take that! I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon. No? Oh yeah, the so-called, yeah. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed the spear. I don't know why this didn't come up sooner. I've been thinking this the whole time. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who was wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order? Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I am the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Oof. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used? I'm assuming it's the spike. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. I don't have the spike. Did they just hit him with the car? I'm gonna enter this image. Nope. That's the wrong button. Take that! Look at this photo. What is this? Of course, with plus as a prop, no one has been pointing this out, but you wouldn't genuinely want that to be a functional weapon. It's weird that they've been making a deal about it being so heavy, because props almost never are. Yeah, I'm totally with you on that. Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. It can't be. You literally have to do it today. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying... Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Ms. D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Well, yeah, because you drove him there. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed up the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. I mean, we know there was a car, everyone! She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance... Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. Okay. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate's costume. Objection! Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? I mean, I think he helped. What the game is going to consider a conspirator, I simply don't know. Of course Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? So what happens next? Don't... Me? Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean... D. Vasquez! So it was you! You killed Jack Hammer! Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right! But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course it's as the witness says. Why is his job just to protect witnesses? Isn't his job to prosecute a murderer? And when the person he was prosecuting is gone, I don't understand his job at all. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today, and also she just said she lost. It's so weird. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? Testify again, Vasquez. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. Quarrel says he doesn't need decisive proof, he's the defense. Yeah, none of this court is making any sense right now. Sasha says his job is just to be Wright's adversary. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. Come so far only to fail. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez.
Objection!
Edgeworth, are you helping? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. Okay, no, you're not. Great. I see. Very well.
Objection!
Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. Is Edgeworth going to cross-examine her? Because that would be fun. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed. Verily, I say ego. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body. He's flailing, but he's keeping it going. Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick! Why did Edgeworth... Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But... wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? I mean, he might get it from her. After all that... Edgeworth. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're close, real close! She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her neck. Right. Gonna do a save here. Save. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body.
Hold it!
What time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh, what did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. Boy? The witness will continue her testimony. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? remember. Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us. Yet you expect me to be calm. You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Wait a second, wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around. You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. I'm not sure I do. This is all very weird. Well, Miss Vasquez. Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. Poor Powers. I mean, wasn't there a whole thing about how, like, evil he looks or something? Well, I suppose that explains that. Does it? Very well, Miss Vasquez, you may continue. He's like a huge man! I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. What was everyone else doing at that time? No one said a thing. It was silent. Completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then, silence. Dead silence. Silence. Hey Nick! Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up! The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. Oldbag, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? I mean, we know why. We know why? She said because she saw him going toward the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. I don't know why I'm pressing harder, but I guess I will. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. Photograph? You mean the one taken by the security camera? We know this! She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hannah. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned. And I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that, since we were in a meeting. There was no way we could have been involved, thus they covered for us. Covered for you, or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. We have to find something to peg this on her. Here. Or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. Hang on. The script and your direction notes. Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder, after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? You didn't know about that yet. Oh yeah, I get— No. I want to press harder. No! How did she shouldn't have known there was a murder until— Why can I never press on the things that make sense? Edgeworth, come on. Thank you, Edgeworth. Your Honor. I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Order. Mr. Edgeworth. What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I mean, we're no longer defending willpower. This is silly. I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense? What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hannah was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind.
Hold it!
How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal the director. You need to find something to pick this on her here. I believe in you, Nick. Okay, yeah. We did that. I went back to the trailer. We did that. We've pressed on this already. And that's the end of the statement. So I need evidence. Kroll says, when we played this years and years ago, we came to the point in a later case where Phoenix had proved the defendant couldn't have done the thing. The judge admitted this and asked who could have done it instead. We were down to one tick left of the penalty bar from earlier mistakes. We made a bad call on the actual culprit, took a penalty, and the judge declared the defendant guilty right there. The same one he had himself just admitted couldn't have done it. That's awful. That would be so frustrating, I'm sorry. Okay, how do you know about the... This doesn't feel obvious, no. I'm willing to take a hint. You would think that everything wouldn't hinge on this because we could just question Sal as well, again. And yet we're not. Yeah, I'll take a hint. I don't know what I'm supposed to select for this. What's the flaw in her testimony? I feel like I've brought up all the flaws and she's given non-satisfactory answers that have been accepted. Wait, but Hannah wasn't even the one who was injured. It was Powers that was injured. Is that just that's just a writing mistake? That's not something I'm supposed to actually nitpick. I'm gonna look this up. Alright. I'm so mad at this game right now. I don't know what this case is called. This is gonna be really hard to look up. Is it episode 3? How would she actually have known there was an injury? Because the thing about Sal telling her was a lie. If you're looking it up, present a security photo against the last statement about how being injured. Okay. Okay, you knew Sal's injured. So I present the security photo, which is this one.
Objection!
You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little bit funny? Just as you kept consistently skipping over that photo just now while checking your evidence, it doesn't feel like it solves anything. The reason I'm skipping it, I wasn't like, I want to be clear. I wasn't like, I didn't think about it. I was looking at all of them. I was just stimming by moving around a lot. I just don't think it really matters. I just don't think it really proves anything. So I didn't want to submit. I don't want to have to reload a dozen times because I'm selecting things. It just seemed better to just go and look it up. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. Yes. It was, well, yes. Yes, it's weird that she thought it was... Yeah. This is a weird way to... I don't think I like the way the dealing with the evidence works in this game. I would much rather be like Jack Hammer, because that's the thing that I was pointing out. It was Will Powers. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. I don't think we have an explanation for why he was pretending to be... Why this was happening. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? I mean, people do just make mistakes, but... Ms. Vasquez, you saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah. And when was he doing this? Well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went out to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order, order, I will have order. Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see what you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Ugh. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Sure. Okay. I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in the murder. Well, probably the blackmail. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With Dee Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the X-Star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. Okay. Allow me to present to the court evidence proving Miss Vasquez's motive. Alright. I feel like maybe it's something to do with the sleeping pills. I don't really understand why he was trying to... Was he trying to get himself made... This... I don't understand why he dressed up as a samurai at all, and we've never questioned it. It won't let me come out and save. It won't let me go back. It won't let me do anything. Okay. Fine. I can't do that again. Promotive? This is very opaque to me. Nope. Nothing. Great. Yeah. Let me save. Thank you. Want help? Yes, please. Can you really prove her motive? I guess not. So do you think I should just do she had no motive? She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. Well, that's actually a motive, actually, but... So he was disguising himself as Will Powers so that he could get away with murdering Vasquez. That does make sense. And then she pushed him off in self-defense. That also makes sense. I was thinking earlier that she could have done it in self-defense, but these things never come up at the time that I think that they will. And then by the time it's passed, I'm like, I guess that wasn't a thing. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? In front of Salmonella? Your Honor. Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. So you did do it, didn't you? Yes. See, but that is a motive. That is a motive. Like, why would you put she had no motive? It's not, I can't prove her motive, just she has no motive. She did have a motive. I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere! We're too late! Ah, Miss Vasquez! What? What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No! No! How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No! Manuel! Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No! Please, please don't die. Please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever. What? Where is she? What? I see. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. Oh, he's back! That is all. This court is adjourned. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me! Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Yeah, it'll be at the scrapbook. Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... you're the big hero now. It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kids show, and as the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him any time. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I. Congratulations, WP! Oh! Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Is something wrong? No, of course not. Nick! Edgeworth! Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Because I am a terrible lawyer. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Maya. Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? I mean, we've met a couple times now, after all these years, I think. However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary... feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes. Unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend?
What? Friends? As if! They're rivals! Rivals! Right, Nick?
For now we are, I guess.
Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me! What's the deal with you and Edgeworth?
And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studio rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again.
Pink Princess. Nick! This is it! The new show starts today! You're going to watch it with me, right?
Bowling ball boobs. Just a terrible design all across the board. I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it.
You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant.
Fine, I'll do it.
Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time.
I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. Why not? The end. Alright, we played episode 3, and that is, unfortunately, where I'm going to leave it. Sure, I will save my progress. No, don't roll me into a cutscene. No, no, no. Alright. Bet. Alright, everyone. I am going to call it there for Ace Attorney because there is an awful lot left. We didn't finish episode 1. I did feel like that was actually a really nice closing of an arc, though, with Edgeworth helping Phoenix. That was quite a nice turn. Yeah, I do feel like this is a good game. I understand why it's so beloved. I think the characterization is really funny. I think the idea of being the defense attorney and defending criminals is really cool because even in our media, like just like setting aside kind of the court systems we're dealing with here, in our media, for like in English speaking media anyway, in the US and the UK, so often like people are defending are prosecuting. It's always like the cops are trying to get the guilty person out, right? Like they're trying to get them proven guilty, and it's just like everyone knows they're guilty. The cops said so, kind of thing, and that's not good either. So actually, it's really cool. It's really refreshing to have them be like, "No, I'm going to prove your innocence because you've told me you're innocent, and you need someone on your side," which is what is good about court systems. If only they worked right, which they don't. Most of them work better, I think, than the Ace Attorney court system, which is terrible. So yeah, I do think there's a lot to it. I think it's funny. I like the concept. I struggle so much with the mechanics. I don't like constantly moving around. I don't like the way I feel like the same information is presented just to a lot of times, and I really struggle to follow which evidence I'm supposed to present when and things like that. I have struggled with that. I have. And I don't want to keep playing while the frustration builds and then start to feel very negatively about something that, you know, you enjoy. I think it's worth enjoying. I don't want to ruin that. Quirrell says, those interface woes do remain a problem throughout the series. Yeah. After episode 2, I was really hopeful that episode 3 would not bother me as much, but actually it found new ways to bother me. So I think that's it for me with Ace Attorney. But I'm really glad that I've played it. I'm glad that I've experienced it. It's no longer just a meme to me. I understand how it works and what the story is like. I understand how wild it is and what ridiculous. It is so overblown and ridiculous in so many directions. I like all of that, and I'm glad that I got to discover that. Next time, I'll be playing a new game. I think I will be playing Viewfinder. which is another photography game where the photography is part of puzzles. And I think it like does a lot of interesting things with perspective and stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. Also, in the thumbnail, there's a kitty. So maybe there's also a kitty that's like super involved in the story. I'm very excited for that. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's quite well reviewed. Coral says, I haven't played Viewfinder, but I've heard good things. I've heard good things. I've seen good reviews. I think it'll be interesting. So we'll be doing that next. And then after that, I don't know. I don't think it will be as long as Ace Attorney would have been. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for your company. Thank you for the guidance from Des and Quarrel. That was very, very helpful. We really were able to move along. There were some points there where I really was just like, I don't know. And I was annoyed about it. And you really just helped me keep moving so that we could finish the story and enjoy it. And I really appreciate that. So yeah, thank you all so much for being here. I wish you all a lovely weekend. And hopefully I will see some of you again soon. There might be bonus streams. We'll see. Goodbye, everyone.